Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Road to Glory career mode. This is episode number 19, and I'm starting today's episode off by showing you some comments I got in the last episode when I asked you guys what nickname we should give our scout future star, Rodolfo Hara, and I had some fantastic suggestions. I appreciate them very much. Here's 5 on the screen for you right now, which I really liked, and I want you guys to vote and choose what nickname we should give our Argentine teenager. Now, Katujin said, I think Hara should be called Haradonna, obviously play on there with Diego Maradona, of course with Rodolfo being Argentine, that makes a lot of sense, maybe be just as good as Maradona. Callum said call him La Bestia, which I believe is the beast in Spanish, and of course we know Rodolfo is going to be a beast. Marshall said Rodolfo the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which I really liked as well. Duke said call him El Toro, which of course is the bull in Spanish, and Justin said Harambe, which I mean is pretty good, I must say, but if the kid breaks clear of the stewards and runs on the pitch and hugs him, I'm a little bit worried that's the last we'll see of Rodolfo. So yeah, 5 nicknames there, which I really liked, and I want you guys to vote which one your favorite is, and that's what we'll call Rodolfo from now on. So there should be like a little thing in the top right of your screen where you can click it or tap it and you can vote for his nickname. I've never done like a YouTube poll before, I normally do straw polls, but yeah, I'll try and figure that out. So if you want to vote for Rodolfo's nickname out of those 5 choices right there, click or tap on something in the top right of the screen. I've never done this before, so it might not even be there, I don't know, but if it is, then click or tap it and you can vote for Rodolfo's nickname. I like them all, I thought they were fantastic choices, but still, for the first game of today's episode here, it's the game we've been waiting for. We take on Hamburg in the crosstown rivalry for our first battle with our rivals here at the Milan Tour. 3 defeats in our first 5 games has been a little bit worrying for our first season in the Bundesliga, but a big win here against Hamburg and we'll be feeling a lot more confidence. It's the first ever Hamburg derby between the two under my regime. Can we get off to a winning start in the first battle of many between our rivals? Let's find out. Come on, St. Pauli, we're going to be the biggest club from Hamburg one day. So here we go, we are underway in the first battle against Hamburg. It's the game we've all been waiting for. And I wish I could say coming into the game we were in form and feeling confident, but instead 3 defeats in our first 5 games in the Bundesliga. It's been a bad start already. Our undefeated streak in the Milan Tour has gone. But we can forgive ourselves for a very slow start in Germany's top tier if we get one over our rivals straight away. So come on, St. Pauli, a draw would be okay for me, just to stop the rot, but I want a win. Let's go. Putting us under some early pressure here. Kostic to Serbian on the ball. Plays it inside towards Bahui. Gets a shot away. Just over the bar. Corner to St. Pauli. David Villa will take it. His deliveries are quite good. That's not a bad one either. It missed everyone, but it drops to Pedro Enrique, the Brazilian. Now towards De Ligt. Can he get a shot away? Yes, he can. Oh my goodness. Matthias De Ligt has just made it St. Pauli 1, Hamburg 0. We take the lead in the cross-town rivalry. And what a goal, and what an unlikely person to score it. Well, I can't believe that. Matthias De Ligt, your signing from Season 1, has just produced a goal of the season. Pedro Enrique tried to shoot, he was tackled, and De Ligt went for goal from just outside the area. And that is unbelievable. A contender for goal of the series from an unlikely source. What a strike by the centre-back. René Adler had literally no chance with that one. Even Cesar Valente would have struggled to keep that one out. And Matthias De Ligt has opened the scoring. And what an extraordinary goal from the centre-back. Well, if you were to tell me the first goal of this game was going to be scored by De Ligt, I would have been quite surprised to hear that. But if you were going to tell me he'd produce a moment of magic and a brilliant strike from outside the area, I think I would have questioned whether you've been smoking something strange, because that was just as unexpected as a goal as I possibly could have scored, I think, as Moses wins it back, as he always does. Finds Charities down the right, takes it around 1. The same defender covers. He takes it around him again. He gets shooting space. He does shoot and puts it wide of the post. We started this game off a lot stronger than I anticipated, but it's still 1-0 as we go in search of a second. Moses again putting the pressure on and winning it back. Moses Odja, you know, no matter how many bad players we have out there in terms of performances of late, Moses Odja never lets me down. He's such a reliable midfielder. He's awesome. He's our Kante at the end of the day. As Andrade fake shots around Sakai and gets around another one as Victor Andrade on a mazy run from right to left does really well, opens up some space and finds Patrick Kluivert's son, Justin, who tries to come inside. He's tackled. Andrade finds Moses Odja just over the bar. Wood for Hamburg, plays it inside, and there's Pedro Enrique to cut it out. Back to Casillas, and we'll easily get the danger clear whilst keeping hold of possession and trying to get another chance here. Kluivert to Buhaduz. Oh, big interception by Mavraj, and now we're in trouble because Hamburg are trying to hit us on the break here. Wood on the ball, takes it around his man, keeps on going, nice through ball, and that's surely offside. Wallace has put it in, but the flag is raised at the far side. I can already see that, and I called it before the ball's in the back of the net. Wallace was definitely offside, and I think actually there was another player offside as well. The flag has been raised though, it's definitely offside, and there was two players, I think, both offside. No, it was just Wallace actually in the end who was offside, but right call anyway, still 1-0. Corner for St. Pauli, and David Villa's deliveries are normally quite good. I'll try and drill one in towards the near post where Buhaduz is waiting. This usually works for me, and Buhaduz flicked it on! And how about that for a stroke of luck? We didn't get much in the last game, but this time we have 7 minutes after the restart. Buhaduz surely won't claim that. That'll definitely go down as an own goal. And it's St. Pauli 2, Hamburg 0. The corner routine worked. Not exactly how I planned it, but it is a goal. He flicked it on with a bicycle kick, and I think it was Dennis Diekmeyer in the 6-yard area that put it past his own goalkeeper. That's the third own goal we've seen already this season. It was Mavraj, actually. 2 have come for a St. Pauli player, and finally, now we get an own goal against our opposition. St. Pauli 2, Hamburg 0. We double our advantage. It's a lucky goal, but we'll take it. And maybe now we're on course for those big 3 points in our first rival battle. We have not had much luck to start this season off. We had a terrible own goal through Casillas. The last game, of course, was the lit own goal, which again was really unfortunate as the shot was going wide. Finally, we get a little bit of luck our way as that shot deflects off Mavraj and goes in, and now Moses is storming forward here. Buhaduz has screened for him, and Moses is going through, and Adler makes the save. Why did he go with his left foot there? That was angled for his right foot to cannon it into the far corner across Rennie Adler's body, and he just went with a left foot towards the near post. That's not where I was shooting. Oh well, still 2-0, but that should have been 3. Corner not fully dealt with. Buhaduz gives it to Charities, and the Italian with the rainbow flick tries to come inside. Oh, Mavraj just prevented me from scoring a sensational little goal there. Another corner though, putting the pressure on, looking for the third goal. Villa takes it in towards the lit, headed clear. It'll drop to Billing, who should win it in the air. He's a giant, for goodness sake. Finds Moses. He'll try his luck from range this time. That's not a bad effort, and Adler makes a pretty smart save. Corner for Hamburg with 14 minutes to go, still 2-0. And maybe a chance to into half deficit, but he takes it, but Moses gets it clear, only to Latcher on the edge of the area though. He'll play it inside towards Kostic, dinks one to the far post, that's going to drop straight to Dennis Diekmeyer, and Hamburg have half the deficit with just over 12 minutes to go. He's running back to the halfway line, but he's forgot the ball, and now he's fallen over and on his back. St. Pauli 2, Hamburg 1. The cross by Kostic deflected off someone, I'm not sure who it was, and dropped kindly to Diekmeyer. Diving header into the back of the net, 2-1, and this game is not done yet. Kostic for Hamburg, shut down by Victor Andrade. Well done. Now back to Iker Casillas, who takes his time before releasing the ball, finds Delit, and we are almost there as we try and hold on to these 3 points. But this is, I mean, I don't know what on earth's going on here. Just get the ball clear, for goodness sake. I don't know what that was supposed to be. And in the end, it's set up a counter-attack. That was literally not intentional whatsoever. And Rodolfo Hara has hit the post. Oh, that was the moment there for the scout future star to get his first goal, and he hit the post after what was an extraordinary piece of play inside our own half. It's still 2-1. That was mad. And there it is, it's all over, and the final score at the Millantor Stadion is St. Pauli 2, Hamburg 1. And in the first battle between these two clubs in the city, we have come out on top. We got our first win since match day 1, and it's a huge 3 points here at the Millantor. I bigged this game up as so far the biggest game of the series, and it did not disappoint. An abundance of chances for both teams, but in the end we were just a little bit more clinical, and the goal we scored through Delit to open the scoring was just sensational. 2 on the final score, we get that win. Oh, pressure relieving victory at that. What a huge 3 points. And this is a weird man to match to give, but I think I'm going to give it to David Villa, who may not have scored or assisted, but was fantastic all game long, particularly when swinging in corners. Both of our goals came from those set pieces, so Villa man the match, and what a fantastic game, and what a big win for St. Pauli. Get in. So after an extremely tough start to life in the top tier for St. Pauli, this was the way to get us back on track. A big 2-1 victory over our rivals in our first battle against Hamburg, and a massive 3 points picked up there. there for just our second win of the season so far. I know that Hamburg right now are considered a better team than St. Pauli. No one's going to try and deny that, but under my regime, that's hopefully going to be a sign of things to come. St. Pauli getting the wins over their cross-town rivals and becoming the biggest club from Hamburg. Still following the game, we had a scout report here from Marcus Falker and also another look at our academy as well. I must say this left back, Daniel Roth, looks really decent already. 88 to 94 potential, 59 overall. It's such a shame he's a left back because we don't play with fullbacks, but he does look pretty decent and maybe we could operate him as a defensive wide midfielder. I guess we'll have to wait and see when we decide to promote him. But also look at the squad report right here as well. You can see how the players currently getting on. There are some players that are decreasing in stats right now. Ika Casillas sadly down to a 79, so our first 80 plus overall player has now already lost that tag. Also Kala, the academy graduate from many years ago as well, is also decreasing in stats as well. His contract's not coming to the end of the year. Not sure if I'll keep him here or not and offer him a new deal. I kind of like him as a dressing room type of player, but I'm not too sure. Sabota down to a 69 as well. This is probably going to be his final season at the Milan Tour. And also David Villa, despite a man of the match performance in that game against Hamburg, is now down to a 78 overall as well. But lots of healthy attribute changes for other players too, and that's good to see. And after that win over Hamburg as well, we now propelled ourselves up the table, going into 11th place with 7 points so far and 12 goals from our first 6 games. That's the type of start we were looking for, at least in terms of scoring goals. Also, we had 2 international friendlies with China as well, but we lost them both. First away against Wales, and then we lost away against Spain as well. And also, I would like to say I have been reading the comments, and the engagement on this series so far has been amazing. So a big thank you to all of you guys that have been dropping comments on the videos so far. But a lot of you guys have been saying it's time to scout China. Send a youth scout to China. Well, lads, don't worry. I will be picking up a second youth scout very soon. And of course, as you guys are my head of youth development, I will let you guys vote on what nation we decide to scout next, along with Marcus, who's currently scouting Germany right now. So once I hire a youth scout, which will happen very soon, trust me on that, I will let you guys decide what nation we scout next. And because of the amount of comments I've got from you guys saying scout China, I will make sure I include them in the poll, as now we're in the Bundesliga, we can scout further afield. But in the second game of today's episode here, it's another live one, and another big one as well. We take on 1860 Munich away at the Allianz Arena, and so far this side are the only team in the Bundesliga yet to pick up a win, and we're of course yet to win on the road. So a huge game here against the team who came up with us from the Zweite Bundesliga last season, as both teams try and get themselves a big 3 points in what could be an early relegation 6-pointer. We got the win over Hamburg. Let's beat 1862. Come on, St. Pauli. Well, 1860 Munich are so far the only team in the Bundesliga yet to record a win, and we're yet to record an away win this season. So what odds could you get, I wonder, on a draw in this game? Will one of these teams collect a big win, or will it finish as a stalemate? It's going to finish 0-0, isn't it? I mean, honestly, this is going to finish 0-0. Of course it is. Oh, so few chances inside the first 20 minutes, but maybe one here for the host as Aigner goes down the right-hand side. And that's a great cross to the centre, and it's not going to finish 0-0 because Lacazette has headed the host in front, and he scored against me the last time we faced 1860, and he scored against me again. The cousin of Alexandre Lacazette getting on the end of that cross. De Ligt couldn't get there, and 1860 take the lead as they try and take their first win of the season. This has been a poor start to the game because Casillas finds Billing. I've done absolutely nothing. Barely had the ball at all. But maybe now we can create a chance of some description. Buhadus to the Great Dane. Plays it out wide towards Justin Kluivert. Down the left-hand side. Cuts inside. Does really well. Through towards Billing. Great chance here. I'll try my luck from a tight angle. Shot deflected. Andrade tried his luck as well. Shot cleared. Back to Moses. Our first opportunity. Good save with the goalkeeper. Still 0-0. Sorry, still 1-0 even. So second half begins. We are still trailing by a goal. I'm sure there will be chances for us to get back on level terms, but if we get one, we've got to take one because we didn't have much in the way of chances in the first half, and maybe one straight away here. Andrade, oh, inside, and Lacazette read it perfectly. We've got to find an equalising goal, otherwise we'll have 3 defeats in our first 3 away games, and that's simply not good enough. And what a way to respond just 2 minutes after the restart. Philip Billing, the Great Dane, has headed us back on level terms. And what did I talk about in the last game and why David Villa was man of the match? His corners are something else. I tell you, they create so much danger, so much panic for the opposition defenders. And Philip Billing has headed in his first goal of the year. We're back on level terms. It's 1-1, and I'm sure there'll be more goals to come in this battle between two sides that keep on scoring. Well, mean, that's not great from Pedro Enrique there. I don't know what happened there. Pedro, get up, son. Seriously, come back. I know that was a tough fall. What are you doing? Aiguilar inside towards Lacazette. And still a chance for 1860. Now Pedro storms back into position. What on earth was that about? He's not got back to the man. And it's been turned in. And 1860 Munich have retaken the lead past the hour mark through the number 9. And Pedro Enrique, who started the season off quite well, took a tumble around the halfway line. Took an age to get back into position. Lost his man in the centre. Sobiech couldn't get back on time. And it's a deft finish into the bottom corner. And the hosts are back in front. What happened there? See, that's his pass straight to Moses, and the engine will find Kai through towards Buhaduz. Lovely flick towards the engine and a good chance here. Moses looks for the Moroccan. He finds it. There's men over here. I got to play this right. It's David Villa surely who turns back the clock and makes it 2-2. And we are back on level terms through the veteran Spanish striker with his second goal of the season. There were 2 men to Buhaduz's left. I could not mess that one up. And the Moroccan, who's only scored 2 goals this season, has now got more assists than goals. Lovely little ball through to David Villa. And the number 9 keeps his composure like he did so many years ago in La Liga. It's a great finish and it is 2-2. We are not going to lose for the 3rd straight game on the road, and Villa is ensuring that will be the case. 2-2, big goal. Now let's find a winner. We are into stoppage time. Can one of these teams win the game, or is it going to finish as a score draw? There's 1860 pass out from the back, and they've given it straight to Villa. This is our final chance. Plays a 1-2 with Mane. Oh, swinging across the far post, and it goes to a Mang. Oh, it's just wide of the post as Osorio got a touch on it to turn it behind. We so almost won it. Deep into stoppage time. A man flicks it on. Cleared by Hamilton. Still a chance. Maybe out comes the goalkeeper. Had to win it and does. And that will do it. Final score at the Allianz Arena. 1862. St. Pauli 2. We have stopped the rot in terms of away losses and got ourselves our first point on the road. But 1860 still without a win this season. No, they could have won this game if they were a bit more clinical. But for us, we had chances too. But I think the draw was the right result, he says, despite the stats suggesting blatantly the opposite. It was quite a close game though. Oh, what happened now? It was quite a close game though. You know, I really do feel that way, and I think the stats sort of lied a little bit. 1860 did not play badly at all, and I think the draw was the right result. So 2-2 the final score. We still wait for our first away win, but at least we didn't lose for the 3rd straight. Our man of the match once again has to go to David Villa for a goal and an assist. He's been fantastic to start the season off. He's not just here to sell shirts, he's here to prove a point that he's still got it, and he certainly does. A great game, and he single-handedly got us a point in this one. And that will end today's episode of our Road to Glory career mode as well, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do consider leaving a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and it really helps the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of our Road to Glory career mode with St. Pauli very soon.